Alright, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew, and I've been going for a little minute, but that's cool, I'm back. Actually, I was talking about this a lot on TikTok, so you can follow me on TikTok. But I'm here, and I'm happy, and I've learned a lot on my travels. So, I didn't just leave the mic for no reason. I'm always learning and going to my own classrooms and in my own courses. And this is what we call life. But I'm back and I have knowledge, I have insight. So we're going to start off with a little bit of this reading with this music. I'm going to pull some cards, get some overall energy from the oracle, and then we'll pull some tarot. Enjoy the beats. Yeah, so by the end of these songs, the reading should be over. It's like 20 minutes or so. But I love these songs, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy these beats too. Hopefully it sounds good as we assert ourselves on cleansing and detoxing our energy. So we're purging. But there's a couple of different sides to purging, which you need to do certain toxic things to purge, or one would think. This is the idea of being in a paradox. There's no such thing as a paradox if you understand time the way that I teach you. You are 1 year old, bro. You're 1 year old. But we're reflecting this one in a lot of different ways. And this is what we call a cycle. A cycle implies that there is a start and there will eventually be an end. But until then, it's repeating. Cyclical motion refers to a space. It's not just a thing, it's an actual space. This is you walking around in your house. This is you going to work on a day-to-day. This is the sun rising and falling, knowing that it's going to do it again the next day. This is the energy that we're working with. But what we need to work with is understanding how to cleanse and detoxify. Cleansing things means that you need to understand the knowledge behind it. To understand the knowledge behind it is to imply that we know the details. When we're asserting ourselves upon cleaning products, let's say I have some suede shoes, I'm going to assert myself on a person when they have no business putting water on them. No, use this cleaner. It's something different. Versus if I'm detoxifying, I might want to purge some things and not others. I want to be able to make sure that I have the right amount of energies in this recipe as I'm working on this energy to change. But notice, in this card here, we got something called a baby. Something that is being nurtured, a seed. So there's a small version or the genesis of whatever you're cleansing and you're detoxifying. There is a seed that has been nurtured. So imagine this being an orphan. Movie time. Imagine that you're being an orphan, or this baby is an orphan, and then it gets picked up. It can either get picked up by a wicked, wicked, evil witch, or B, a wonderful, jolly, jolly witch. Magical story, witches nonetheless. Baby gonna go, let's say, with the wicked witch, and guess what? Baby might become wicked. Baby could also go with the good witch, and baby could become good. You have to realize that both sides of this baby can happen in you because they're not happening to you. It's in your mind. It's in your energy. It's in your emotions. It's in your routine. It's in your habit. It is in your behavior. It is not you or what we claim physically. So, one part of you is detoxifying, one part of you is cleansing. How do I detoxify and cleanse suede shoes? How do I detoxify and cleanse negative programming of my internal child? Well, the way you do so is to assert yourself on what you know, assert yourself on your detour pathways that you can be aware of, or your plan Bs. Be assertive on the idea of you can always change, and if you were going to go to the store and you can't, guess what? Well, I'm gonna sit my fucking ass home and I'm gonna knit some sweaters, I guess. I'm gonna assert the fact that I can make an adjustment when I know I didn't want to, and then leave yourself open assertively for change, for surprises, for unexpected things, for things that'll have you say, "Oh shit, dear, yes," and not lead you to think of things and say, "Oh no." Assert yourself upon the positivities by even cleansing and detoxifying your energy from the mental sets of what you have in your mind. In other words, take some of those pictures and put them from the counter to the TV, I guess. That's the idea. It's still set in this picture frame, but we're changing location, so now the energy is flowing. Feng Shui. Let's see a little bit deeper. So I've been cleansing and detoxing. If you ain't never had this shit is bomb. But that haven't stopped me from eating McDonald's and shit still. You know, and getting my breakfast or my coffee or, you know, the shit that I do if I'm going to take it into work mode or something. Taking action in a way that allow me to sustain myself. But priorities, man, that's the biggest difference, and that's what assertiveness is going to be talking about. Asserting yourself, man, upon your priorities, which will allow you to cleanse and detox things a lot more and a lot easier. When I say a lot more and a lot easier, that means it's less restriction and more abundance. So, let's see what the tarot say. So all of this is built upon some actions, a new spark of action. That's the God seed. That's how I see it. Bottom of the deck is the root chakra. where everything is coming from. But I believe the root chakra is embedded with the crown chakra. I think they're one and the same. Creates, what we call a range or a bubble. This is what we call height, mathematics, volume, spaces. But anyways. So, asserting yourself for the wheel of fortune, cleanse and detoxify. So, we're waiting, the things that we're waiting on is waiting for us to cleanse and detoxify. And you gotta work on your mental energy. And this is what's gonna be, this is where victory comes from. So, victory is rooted in working on your mindset, the things that give you stress, cleansing and detoxifying the actions that provide you stress or anxieties, and then looking at everything as a fortunate opportunity. So asserting yourself on all things that you can, essentially, not missing any opportunities, expanding yourself. I believe Jupiter is going direct, so that tells us that we got a chance to expand, but the expansion is based upon what can you assert yourself on. You need to be asserting yourself for the wheel of fortune. In other words, go do something to make some money. And it might not be what you think. Exactly. It's about how you feel about something. So go do something that you feel that will make you some money sometime. Don't think of it tomorrow. Just again, if something dies and it gets reborn, you don't know how long it's going to take for it to come back. That shit might come back tomorrow. That shit might come back in 1,000 tomorrows. You don't know. Never could see it again ever. So it becomes familiar. But then that just becomes forgotten. So the things that are hidden, I think, is about to be revealed if you assert yourself for some money. What about this detox and this cleanse? So you're moving towards victory. So you got a new mindset. So you're cleansing off. So you're dropping off heartbreak. That's what this is. So heartbreak is the 3 of swords, but this is the 3 of rods. So what this is saying is you've already taken action to take those swords and pull them out your heart and go chop some new wood. And now you got these 3 new rods of action that used to be swords in your heart, but now they're passions of your heart. Like for me, self-help. Like I've been the most supportive person that I've had, on this earth. I feel like for my own aspects, which is my mind. That's the only person who's ever been helping me the most. Plus, the idea of me being open to my teachers, which is, first and foremost, the Most High God. But guess what? And His army. So that might look like different people, but I understand the different feelings behind them. And then the last thing is the me. I gotta have more love for myself. Self-help, faith, and then self-love. Those 3 things come together. They used to be heartbreaking for me, but now those things summed up as loyalty is something that I'm cleansing off. In other words, we're stained. We got stains. But that's alright, because that's what we're cleansing. So if you know the right details about how to get this type of stain or this ingredient, if you know the details, you got the materials, if you know how to cleanse it and detoxify it, you can clean the suede shoes and make them not stink. You can do multiple things. Then guess what? You got the details where you can take these actions and you can drop off the actions that you've taken in the past that led you to heartbreak. You can take that, work on that energy, and that's going to allow you to move forward with a brand new mindset of victory. Oh, you're seeing straight through everything. It's because you got the details. And it's not about everything. It's about the you that you need to help you be you. And again, that is a progressive understanding of you going on a trajectory of up. So, The reason why you need to work on this energy is because in your mind, you're not the star, but in life, you are the star, and you're bringing justice in ways that you don't even understand. You're bringing things that you don't get, but because you're the star, they're just a part of this. Just what you do. You bringing it. That's why you're pouring into the water and you pour into the earth. But when you pour into the earth pours into the water as well. So you're doing more without even realizing it. You're bringing justice, cutting things off, yet being balanced. So being merciful on both sides. Merciful to criminals and merciful to, the civilian. This energy, oh shit, Ace of Cups. So you gotta go in and you gotta find the baby side of you that gets this anxiety or this mental game bullshit. You gotta go find that baby. And I keep saying baby, so you gotta understand that's some shit that you can't do. You can't do it. Like that part of the brain doesn't even exist anymore if you're an adult. Like past 3. This is our last song anyway. Damn. Okay. The legacy that you leave, which is what the song is called, Legacy. The legacy that has been left is you. It doesn't matter what your parents did when you came out of your mom. If you had them or not, whatever. What matters is, where was your parents when they conceived you in your mind, hearts, and body? And this is telling us that they were in their heads. So some mental anguish when your parents birthed you or conceived you. But of that mental anguish created the mental uniqueness at the highest level called the Aquarius, the water bearer. The person who can intellectualize and understand. The person who can tune the times that you're in to help you understand the things that you're going through as you flow through them. This is the flow. And the flow that you're going through is this energy of the Ace of Cups. But this Ace of Cups comes from you understanding that you were sent through these people to be seen through those eyes. Those eyes are not your eyes. Those are the eyes that people look upon you with. And when they're looking at you, you gotta understand that the things that you see are going to be the things that you do if you can work on this energy. The energy that you need to feel on the inside is the energy of change that you have conceived. The energy that you conceived. And that is coming through as, how would you nurture the baby that's hurt inside of you? How would you nourish that person that you feel like needs to cleanse and needs to detox, needs to be removed? How do you feel about it? That makes sense. Alright. So, our final messages are, what we need to do, for me, the Queen of Cups is, she's the master of the emotions. She masters emotions by not sharing them. And so what we need to do is, we need to put a cap on this God cup. So in other words, nobody can touch your baby. Nope. You can't touch my baby. You can't touch my family. You can't touch my wife. You can't talk to her. None of that. None. That's the energy. It doesn't matter if you agree with that or not. You are the fucking princess. You're going to have guards. You're the prince. You're going to have guards. You're the president. You're going to have security. I don't give a fuck if you want it or not. We're giving you protection. That's what this is. And so, because we're taking on that energy now with the part of us that is being nurtured at the most deep aspects of ourselves, this is what we're cleansing around. This is your why. Why? Is because you're not going to be stopped by thoughts anymore, because again, you're going to just nurture because you want to nurture. And I don't need to use my cup. I'm going to save my shit. You know what? And I'm going to just put a cap on there. Nobody can get this. I can get this, but nah. But because I'm the star and I'm the water bearer, yeah, I can give you something. I can give you a lot. I can give you, but you just can't get this golden goblet. And again, once you realize that, you're going to get detoxed. This is your why for detoxing. So when you go on your fast, when you go on your cleanses and whatever, when you change your diets, when you do those things, the reasons why, again, when you get hicked up and stopped up and you got to make choices of, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. Man, I'm hungry. I want to fucking eat. When you want to do those things, again, think about the why. The why is to protect your emotions like a baby nobody can touch. If somebody touch your baby, it will die. Gotta live in a bubble. What you gonna do? Let everybody the fucking touch it? Nah, you're gonna protect that shit as much as you can. But again, remember, you're not the parent in the situation. When you are in protector mode, I don't care. I'm your guard. I'm your protector. I'm going to defend you. That's the mindset. I'm the guard of this precious thing. That is how you need to start thinking about your energy. Again, because when you don't guard your energy as the assertive person that you need to be, then again, people start touching your baby and now your baby's sick. Fuck that. So, over here we have on assertiveness, you have to assert yourself through the illusions. So it doesn't matter. There's a certain part of you that you know already. Again, we got that star card, we got the ace card over here, we got the wheel of fortune, we got transforming deep subconscious emotions, we got all of those things on the fly, and guess what? It pops up in everybody else a little bit differently. Because of that, we can get put in our own heads, because sometimes we're dealing with people and we are cleansing and detoxifying them. So again, all that means is you take on some people energy, and if you don't get the fuck outside and ground yourself or cleanse yourself or do something, then you're going to be stuck in your hangman position, which is a godlike position, but it's a godlike disposition for you to make a choice. But this choice is already made. It's the choice of the ace of sword of the past and the ace of sword of the future. And guess what? You always choose the future because it's already in the past. The future card is already in the past. Guess what? That just means that even if you choose the past, you've already decided to do that in the future, and there will be another point in time where the so-called new sword will be presented to you, which is just the old sword you was already supposed to have before you decided. Guess what? The decision made has been putting you into a place of multiple sides or multiple swords. So essentially, it's about not deciding which way to go. It's about trusting that you're going to be led on the way. And guess what? How do you trust? You will search yourself on the emotions that you know. But in order to know your emotions better and ride the wave atop of your emotions with new action in hand, opposed to old actions of the past, you need to detoxify and cleanse. So I'm sitting here sweating my ass off right now. I'm about to drink some motherfucking water. But go do the same. Get outside. Go sunbathe. Go do whatever you need to do to go cleanse some part of you. Again, all of it. Don't just worry about food all the fucking time. Cleanse from your phone. Cleanse from videos. Cleanse with this type of music and apply some other kind of music. A baby version of you will listen and receive everything. So you got to understand what you're giving. Are you giving yourself the things that's giving you anxiety, or are you giving yourself the things that make you feel strong and know that you're the motherfucking star? Well, this says that you got the love and you feel like you're the motherfucking star. Now you need to assert yourself for protecting that star like you're the guards, and that motherfucking job is the only job that you got in life. Defend your energy by cleansing and detoxify yourself assertively. All right, I'm Mr. New. I'm out of here. Good to see y'all. Love y'all. All right, peace.